Hi, it's Master of Chaos, and sorry I've been out for a while, but I'm back now, and here I'd like you to meet my friend RATCHETMAN.
Hello.
We'll be reviewing Brutal Legend. Is do you, well, what do you think of it?
I think it's a pretty fun game.
Well, if you want it, I as well think it's a great game, and if you want to hear what we think about it, listen to the rest of the review, and will it please the metal gods? Or should it have never been created at all by the great Tim Schafer, the great mind behind Psychonauts? So, if you want to hear if it pleases the metal gods, listen to the rest of the review. Okay, so as for the story, it's a very original game. You play as the main character, Eddie Riggs, who gets
Transport.
injured,
Tran-
injured, and on stage during a heavy metal concert, which was pretty bad, don't you think?
yes.
And he got transported by this giant beast called Armageddon to the land of heavy metal. They never tell you exactly what the real name of the world is, but I just call it Brutal Legend. I loved the story. It always had some comedy. It never took itself too serious, but it took itself serious enough that you want to keep playing. What did you think?
I think the story is pretty good because they also give you these side quests in the story to besides the main story. So you could also it gives you more of the gameplay than just the main
Well,
story
let's
campaign.
focus more on that during the gameplay section, okay?
Okay.
But what did you think of the characters? Did you feel that they were realistic? I kind
Yes.
of did.
Yes, I believe the characters were
Oh,
realistic.
okay. So, we're going on to graphics now. Okay, so as for the graphics, they were cartoony, but they were also serious. I really enjoyed them, and I thought that though they could have used some work, they were pretty top notch. So, what did you think, Ratchet Man?
I believe the graphics were pretty top notch as well. There are some scenes though where the graphics could have improved, but the graphics overall, I give them a pretty good rating.
Same here, but also I saw some parts where there were some graphic glitches I didn't really like. If I'm rating the graphics, I'd rate it about a 9, maybe an 8.9. What about you?
I'd give it a 9. I've only had a couple of encounters during the game where that has happened.
Okay, so now we're on to gameplay, then we're done. Okay, as for the gameplay, I really enjoyed the gameplay, but there were two major problems for me with the gameplay. One, the campaign was too short, and two, there's no jump button. I couldn't understand it. It was all the game was about exploration, but there was no jump button, and I was kind of annoyed about that. What about you?
The jump button annoys me sometimes, but it makes up for all the abilities you have, all the other abilities you have in the game, and also that without the jump button, that and the gameplay, the story mode may be short, but it is fairly fun, and that's why they include the side quests.
That's I agree with that as well. But what do you think about all the little things you can get, like the bound serpents and stuff like that?
Yes, there are hundreds of things that you have to go around to
That's
collect
true. That is
and
definitely true.
kill to and break open that you have to find during the game or after you've already beaten it for the full 100% game completion.
Yeah, so you can get the Metal God achievement. I felt like at times there were some things that were too out in the open, and there was some stuff that were way too hidden. What about you?
Yes, sometimes if stuff's not popping out of me, I have to either look for it. So far, I have not completed exactly everything yet, so I still have
Yeah,
to. I still find stuff that pops in the open. There are a couple of things that I have found that are secretly hidden, but everything has been popped in the open for me so far.
okay. So now we're on to overall. Then we'll see you next week. Okay, overall, I love the game. Great gameplay, great graphics, great soundtrack, great practically everything. felt the campaign could have been longer. I am glad there is a multiplayer. The new bonus DLC is out. It's only $5. I bought it. Pretty good deal. But I overall love the game. What about you?
I love the game too. I'm gonna give it a total of a 9, cause I just think everything was overall good. But there were some things they could have added on, like longer campaign. Also, the multiplayer was good, but if you wanted to do multiplayer, they should also have offline multiplayer.
That too, I agree with that. And we're basically done with our review, and I give it a 9.2. And so, bye.
Adios.